Hello, my name is Esty. I'm one of the librarians at Clackamas Community College Library. I'm going to do an overview on how to search using the library catalog. All right, we start from the library homepage, which is library.clackamas.edu. The very first search box you see here is for searching the library catalog. The library catalog search is a very big search. It searches across everything we own, as well as many of the databases that we subscribe to for articles and ebooks. It also searches member libraries. So we have relationships with other libraries in Oregon and Washington, and this searches that. So this is a really good place to start if you want to see all of the things that are out there for your topic. For this demonstration, I am going to be using this topic that I brainstormed about wanting to learn more about outreach methods to encourage students to use the library. I've already brainstormed some keywords. We do have a video about that. If you check out our YouTube channel, that's a great place to start when you're looking for information. So my topic, outreach for students to use the library. I'm going to type in my keywords here, and I'm going to hit search. Okay, so you can see a number of things when you get to this first page. First of all, when I say it's a big search, you can see I have 14,000 results here. Depending on the keywords you put in, you could have millions of results. One of our goals is to try to get that number to be a bit smaller so that we can be more focused on what we're looking for. And so I'm going to run through a few different ways to do that. The first thing I like to recommend people do is pick some filters. So over here on the left, you have some options to refine your results. My favorite one is the date filter. So there's going to be articles about libraries from a really long time ago. Let's see, 1885. I can promise you, I don't care what happened in 1885. I'm more interested in what's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and limit this to the last 5 years. I'm going to switch this date to 2019 and hit refine. So that's going to focus my results a little bit more on a date range that's interesting to me. The next thing I'm going to do is, if I want all sorts of resources available, I can keep this like this. I'm looking for an online resource right now. So I'm going to go ahead and select full text online as one of my filters. And you can see that number has gone down a little bit more, and it's focused on stuff I can get right now. I also know that for my assignment, I'm required to have 4 articles. So I don't need ebook results. So I'm going to pick this resource type articles option as another filter. And you can see I'm now down to 2,000 results. It still may be kind of a lot, but that's so much more focused than I was looking at before. The other thing that I like to do, if I know that I want my results in this time period, I want them to be articles, I can select remember all filters, and it will lock those in place. So if I change my keywords, which we're going to do next, I won't have to do all those filters again. Okay, I like to take a moment to pause and kind of look at what I'm seeing. Student retention in library-led outreach. That looks pretty good. Student wellness in academic libraries, instruction and out. So I'm seeing these different results, some of which are feeling pretty applicable to what I'm looking for, some are less. What I might want to do then is explore changing my keywords. So since I brainstormed some keywords, I can go in here and I can say, you know what happens if I change students to college students? That's going to be more specific, since there are libraries in high schools and elementary schools as well. So I'm going to type in college students. I'm putting that in quotations because I want those 2 words locked together. Notice how I don't have quotations around the whole thing. I don't want all those other words locked in next to each other. So I'm just putting it around the phrase. I'm going to hit search. And you can see once again, that actually limited my results a lot. And if I'm very early on in my exploration, maybe too much, but I think for our purposes today, this is the perfect amount. Then I can start kind of looking through what is interesting to me. I'm not going to develop a story time for my school. That's not usually what we do in college libraries. But perhaps I'm interested in art exhibits to bring students into the library. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to learn a little bit more about the item. First of all, I'm able to log in. If you're seeing this page, that means you're already logged in. If you see something that says sign in, that's going to mean you need to sign in. So if you click on that, this should bring me directly to the article. And here we are. So we can see a little bit more. We have this abstract. It's going to tell us about the article. That can be helpful. If I'm looking for a scholarly article, I might try to figure out a little bit about, I see the names of the authors and it looks like they work at this library. So that probably means they're experts. I can also scroll down a little bit. I can see some graphs and research methodology. And I can see that there are some citations that might be helpful for me. So this seems like a pretty good source. If I like that source, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to pin it. I'm going to use this pin. Okay, so back on the main search results page, let's go up to the top. I know I'm logged in because my name is up here. If this said sign in, you wouldn't be logged in, but you could click on there to sign in. If I want to see that article I just pinned, I can click on here. And it takes a second to load, but once it does, hosting art exhibits to enhance student engagement. That's the article I wanted saved. I'm going to recommend that if you're in this tool, you pin things you're interested in. If you're not, that's okay. Download whatever you can. If you can get it onto your computer, you're going to have a much easier time finding it than trying to recreate your search again. So that's a little bit about searching in the catalog. What we did was we put in our search terms, we hit search, we looked a little bit at our results. We added filters, and then we looked at our results again, and then we changed our keywords a little bit. That's called iterative searching, and that's how library research works. You try something, it might not work perfectly, so you adjust something and you try again. And as always, if you have any questions or want help doing research using the catalog or anything else we do in the library, please reach out to us. You can either chat with a librarian on our homepage, or you can use the Get Help button to call, email, or make an appointment with us. Thank you so much.